what it is this. Is we have been so effective in unaliving flam each other that we have drastically reduced our numbers with niggas grandmama selling a property, moving to Las Vegas, moving out of state, Rialto, Fontana, and all that. Do you think we were the main contributors of the drastic decline in our numbers in places like Watts, Compton, South Central, Long Beach, and all that?
Yes, because I feel like growing up, we lost our way. You feel me? And
Mm-hmm.
everybody fell into the game banging, the brainwash game banging, and they was told to kill each other and all that. So our enemies really is black. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it. All
Right.
these black gangs in Compton and Watts and LA. Most of our enemies is black. It's reading a lot of messages like that. They slid in on us though. But none of them really game members like that. They be setting up on corners, selling food, all that kind of shit. But I just feel like we got affected by it because shit, looking at Chicago, looking at all these places and all that, we losing. Blacks is
Right.
losing, man. We losing, bro. We losing, bro. We're not winning. We're not winning the they got everything from us and all that, our culture, all that stuff from us, but we still losing for us in the mental game. You feel me?
Right.
How they able to come set up all these places and all that in our communities? All these communities is black communities. How
Right.
they was able to come set up and do all these things and all that? I don't get it. But people still go do business with them. People still go fuck with them. All that type of shit. We don't do no business with them and all. We ain't doing
You
that over
get it.
here.
You get it. Watch this, and I'm gonna show you that you get it. They get a certain level of aid and support that we don't. How the fuck do big ass bone crushers find their way into the prison system and into the county jail?
Man, we seen it all. Like you said, nigga, when I was in the county jail in '06, in 2006, right?
Mm-hmm.
I seen this with my own eyes. I'm not talking about, I'm speaking on what I've been through and what I seen. I seen this with my own
Right.
eyes. It was a blood nigga. And he was from Six Deuce Brams. And it was a if you probably remember West Side on the on 800 flow, 700 flow, her name was Silva. He broke her jaw. But she gave all them Southsiders brand new shoes with scissors in them. And,
Mm.
and then it went down.
Right.
I got hit with a scissor in my I got hit with a scissor in my arm, all that shit, you know what I'm saying? At 723, it went up. I was in there with Gangsta Ed, you know what I'm saying? Green Eyes and 40 Avalon. They woke me up. I'm fresh
Right.
18. Got
Right.
right busy. So that's why all them riots were still happening in LA County Jail. So
Yeah.
I lived like that, you know what I'm saying? From even on the street. You know,
Right.
my hood, we don't get along with no messages over there in the area, Largos, all that stuff over there. So it's a known thing for us. But some people look past it because they never experienced it or they don't go through that type of stuff. Some of these guys don't be beefing with them and they think that they friends.
Right.
But
Right.
they're
Right.
not our
Right.
friends and all that. Our people was our friends. Even though another thing I want to touch on too, like I be looking at all of these blogs, right? You
Mm-hmm.
go out of town and they all these white guys come in there and do it. They all read no blacks. I see one dude like Draco. That dude he go to certain places, but why is it that our people don't let other black people come in and get it in? Like I said, well, let us come in and
Niggas
get it
like
in.
us.
Yeah, let us come in your hood and get it in. We ain't on backdoor you. We're not pushing that. We're pushing positivity and trying to get something done and trying to see what the struggle was in your neighborhood and why I live the way I live. But we can't do that type of stuff. It's over the other races. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
King Buck what you said is absolutely correct. Um, and y'all heard what the brother said, man. They make sure that the dynamics, they make sure that everything go in the favor of their people. Even though when you
Exactly.
go into these dorms in 2006, 2005, and all that, when it was going off and it was cracking, it was more blacks there, but it'd be like 15 and 40, some shit like that. And here
Man,
you are, you got Hispanic staff that's coming in and smuggling in weapons and all that because they want their people to have one intention, and that's to kill us. That's it.
so
That's
you know I'm
all.
not so you know I'm not lying. So you know I'm not lying. It's facts. We was in there together. We held it down.
Right.
We was in there together. But the
I
ride I
came
was
a little later when all
yeah,
that
a
shit
little
was
later.
cracking.
Yeah, went on.
Yeah,
Yeah, came
yeah,
a little
yeah.
later. But well, you know I'm not lying. It was a specific incident with a dude from Main Street got his head smashed. That's why they drew the bunks down in LA County Jail. The
Right.
Mexicans took the bunk and started hitting him in his head with the bunk and killed him. And the plastic got through off the tier and it started going up and it was going up. So
Right.
for like 4 or 5 months, we walking around that motherfucker barefooted.
Right.
We ain't got no shoes. We got plastic field. We got plastic on our feet. So when we go in the dorm, boom. So what they did was it took all those inmates that was getting caught in those rides because they couldn't send us to the hole, and they opened up Twin Towers again.
Right.
That's how we got sent to the Twin Towers. All those Mexicans, all the blacks, everybody that was getting caught up in the rides, they really couldn't do nothing with you. They sent us to Twin Towers, took the ladies out, and they had us up in there with a 15-minute program. You know, instead of get 15-minute program, you only get pork rinds, no soups, no nothing. Now they got a, I guess they got a program with it now. But at first, where it was cutthroat. So people that didn't even live like that, or they went back to jail when it was separated with just blacks and places and whites. You don't understand what we talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you a late bloomer, and you know what I'm saying, and you when going to jail at that time, you understand what we talking about because in '06 and '07, the blacks weren't even with the Hispanics. We was segregated.
We was with the Pisces though.
We with the Pisces and the whites.
And I got a story on Peas. I got a story about that, right? I ain't gonna
Yeah.
say the nigga name because I don't want nobody to try to target Cuz, but it's a reputable nigga from 52nd Street, Hoover. Cuz, shout out to Cuz. So Cuz had this ingenious idea. He say, Groove, man, we in here with these Pisces and whoopty whoop. They're this, that, and third. Hey, Groove, if they was with the Mexicans, if they was with the Southsiders, they'd be paying taxes. So this nigga got a bag. Oh, PJ Crip. This nigga got a bag and Cuz went up and down the motherfucking thing, Cuz telling the Pisces, nigga, you gotta pay rent. At first, I was like, no, Cuz, don't do that. But when I hollered at Cuz, Cuz made some valid points. If they was with the Southsiders, is they not gonna pay rent?
Yes.
On PJ. So at some point in time, Cuz, we got to get our heads out of our asses, Cuz, and start facing the actuality, reality, Cuz, on PJ Crip. I don't know
We
why
gotta
it's
take
so.
the blinders off, man, to see what's in front of us and all that. People say put your blinders on. No, take the blinders off and see what's around you and all that. You know, so you gotta be real vigilant and careful what you listen to and what you know what I'm saying, what you taking in and all that, because guess what? I watched this right here, what you pushing all that. Motherfucker say what he said in the comment, gonna say, oh, he trying to sound proper. No, that's where we came from. And motherfucker when I got educated and all that, so he probably don't sound right to you and all, but it sound good to me and all, because I know the struggle and I know the
Right.
path. You feel me?
Oh, my.
So some people ain't gonna understand it when motherfucker trying to educate himself. We didn't learn this shit. We didn't educate ourselves. We learn this on our own.
PJ. Right.
So it might come off to you a little wrong, but it come off to me right because I know the path. You feel me?
Righteous. On PJ.
Period.
See, they want a nigga to be born a nigga die. They want a nigga to be born a broke nigga, die broke nigga. They
Come on, we
want a
can't do
nigga to
that.
be, yeah, like, no, nigga, fuck that. We gotta change these dynamics,
It's about
cuz.
elevating. It's about elevating.
Right.
You know, and staying steadfast on your path, bro, in your journey.
Righteous.
That's what it
Righteous.
is. And it's
Righteous.
what's at the end. You know what's at the end because your plan. It's a sound plan. You know what I'm saying?
Righteous.
It was done in private. So you don't get mad because you don't know what I did and all that, 'cause it was done in private. You just gonna see the finished results.
On PJ. That's heavy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this
Period.
comment. King Buck Wild says, where's the pictures of Hispanics, Asians, or any other race getting hit by dogs and sprayed with water hoses with us blacks, black Americans, during the civil rights era and riots and stealing don't count. They wasn't with us. It was just us. It was a few Jews, but they was there because they were trying to create something. They feel like black people would be the driving force behind what they was trying to create. But it was nobody. It was just us. But they reaped the most benefits from our people's being lynched, attacked by
Clean out
dogs,
the
sprayed
old.
with these
It's
water
called
holes and all this shit.
What Steve Jobs said. Clean out the old, make way for the new. So they
On
watched
PJ.
us. They watched us go down and all that, and they just moved right in and all that, and got all the good businesses and all that type of stuff and all that. When we got moved out, 'cause all the business was black businesses at first. You know
On
what I'm saying? Remember,
PJ.
all down Wilmington, all that was black businesses at first. When growing up as a kid, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't
Right.
born in '88 and all that, but you know what I'm saying? I said watch when Rise was going on. My uncle, they just come back with full of stuff in the back of the truck, all that type of stuff. I seen this growing up as a kid. I'm from Hunter from Willowbrook,
Right.
so you
Right.
know. Kingdom High
Right.
Shopping
On
Center.
PJ.
That's headquarters for everybody around the area.
Right.
Where you gonna shop at?
Right. On the
I don't care
reals.
where you from and all. You gotta go to Kingdom High Shopping Center though. You feel me? So
Right.
all that shit was empty. You remember when that shit was
Yeah.
empty and all that shit? You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying? When I was a kid, you know what I'm
Newberry's
saying? So
Boys Market and all that shit. Yeah. Motherfucking
when
right.
we be pick and save and all that old, you know what I'm saying?
Pick
All
and
the old
saves,
school,
all that.
all the
Yeah.
old school stuff. So yeah, they watched us burn. They watched us get handcuffed. They watched us go down, man. Because guess what? They had a bigger plan. So they came
Right.
with a plan. Blacks don't have no plan. That's why nothing never work and all that. You probably get money and all. You can get some money and all that. Then you don't go out your hand and all that because you don't have a plan. That's the
Right.
whole thing. I want how much money a nigga touched through his whole life, and nigga, you know what I'm saying? And nigga didn't have no plan for it. And I couldn't enjoy it because I didn't have no plan. We get a plan and it's sound and it's made in private, man. I'm telling you, man. It's never up. The ladder to success is never full at the top, man. The ladder
Right.
to success is never full at the top. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. There's room for
What
all of us.
what you saying is some real shit. Lost Coast TV says, how many ninjas said I could have been a slave? I couldn't have. What my brother meant is he meant to put I couldn't. How many ninjas said I couldn't have been a slave? I would have unalive master, etc. Well, this is a new civil human rights struggle, and ninjas is quiet as a church. God damn you, man. Nigga, that's some profound shit. Especially,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I couldn't have been a slave. I would have. But you niggas allow these Hispanics and other races to continuously launch attacks, physical, on our people. They can come to the internet and say any motherfucking thing that they want to say without any type of ramification, but let another black come on here and say some shit. Oh man, it's World War III. Why be? This shit is crazy. So
A lot
all
of
that.
dudes started on the fence. A lot of dudes just started on the fence, like with the little dude when he said the little stuff, the little Mexican dude from Compton. When he said what he said, like, he started on the fence. Y'all seen him in person. Y'all know what he did. Everybody be on the movie always act like, oh, I don't watch everything. Man, stop capping, man. Some people you be watching it, you seen him say what he said and all that. Y'all just ain't trying to use our position.
Right. Oh my mama. This
It's
highlighting shows.
I feel like it's our people over everything. You know what I'm saying? When people say something about our people and all that, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna close down on the nigga. Straight foreclose on you. Right there. Nigga closing down. So I'm trying to figure out why he's still able to do interviews, why he's still able to run around and do what he do after he said that. He supposed to be blocked out.
Cause there's too many niggas that don't give a fuck about us as a whole. It's too many house niggas that's now a part of the gang banging culture. They house niggas. These niggas is house niggas.
Them Braxtons, man. Them Braxtons, man. The nigga from Jamie Foxx, the Braxton.
Jamie Foxx, yeah.
Braxton, the light skinned nigga, man. That's what we're dealing with these days. But with the tattoos and the glasses, the facade. You know what I'm saying? So what you see is what you get. You know
my mama.
Period. It's up to us to try to fight this way. You know what I'm saying? It's up to us. You know what I'm saying? Try to fight this way and all that. You feel me? Because they ain't gonna do nothing.
Nah, these niggas ain't gonna do a motherfucking
They're gonna run the content
thing,
like it's content. You feel me?
On my mama. Sometimes we gotta stop running content, cuz, and we gotta be boots on the ground. But we about to get back into this video. Me and my player partner, we gonna commentate on this shit, man. And y'all tap in, tune in, man. Let's get into it.
All I was saying was you won't be a biological parent. That's all I'm saying. You will be a parent.
Listen to me.
And I'm not taking that away from you.
Listen to me.
I commend you for that because a lot of people can't be
listen to me. Listen to me.
That's
like me saying you got a little ass chain on. You ain't no real nigga. Man, you ain't no real man.
I never said
you ain't no real man. Okay, listen. Okay, what I'm saying. It is the same. It is the same. It is the same. It is the same.
Buy a big chain.
It is the same.
You buy a biological daughter. You can't buy a biological daughter.
We have went over that my dick don't make no babies. What the f is wrong with y'all? My Shalom can't get a bitch pregnant. What the f are we talking about? But I'm telling, bro, these black problems, and my stepdaddy is my daddy, and that's more common in the black family than what the fuck y'all motherfuckers talking about. And y'all not gonna make me feel no motherfucker way about it. Listen to me.
He is not passing no genes down.
Listen to me, man. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. My child in 2025, my child's last name is gonna be a baby hell for 1 month.
Wait, hold on, Cat. I'm gonna school the out you real quick. You trying to argue with us, arguing with you about being gay. You trying to argue with men about how we biologically pass down genes.
That's what you do. What I'm telling you,
you arguing with
you need to be talking to them. They don't take care of their kids, bro. What are we talking about?
I'm saying.
You need to talk about these pussy niggas that need to take care of their kids. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all niggas don't want to address the real issue. You niggas ain't been providing. Y'all got stuff. No, hold on. Can I talk or no? Can I fucking talk or no? Can we talk or no? What's that? George Lopez. Can I talk?
We agree.
Can I talk, George Lopez?
We agree with you on that part. But we don't agree that you're going to be a biological father.
Can I motherfucking talk? What I'm saying is, y'all are skipping the real issues. You niggas so
George Lopez, can I call you little baby?
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
Listen to me, George Lopez.
Go ahead, little baby.
Shut up before I call ice on you.
Go ahead, little baby.
Ice on your
little baby.
Now, what I'm trying to say to you, is,
so far, what you think about this, cuz?
So how I take it is, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, it's common in black communities, you feel me? Cause like I said, I grew up with a stepfather. My dad from Bunny Hunters too. He was 10-8, you know what I'm saying? So Sandman, you know what I'm saying? He went down, you know what I'm saying, a long time ago and all that shit. He wasn't there in my life and all that. So my step-pops took care of me and all that, so it's common. I know him, my real father and all that, but that's my dad, you know what I'm saying? So if it's not common in other communities because you don't go through what we go through.
Right.
The road is not set with a lot of obstacles and mischief and all makeshift and all that type of stuff and all that. They roads be clean. You know, you white, you know what I'm saying? You Mexican, you know what I'm saying? You don't have it. Some do, but mostly they don't have what we go through and all that. So what he's saying right there, he was wrong. And then all my suspect hopping in, like you supposed to take the sister side, you know what I'm saying? Like these niggas just backwards over there, bro. I don't know what these niggas got going on.
On my mama, like Man, hey, but the Hispanic community is now seeing a drastic increase in single mother homes. Like, you know what I mean? So now real shit on Mike.
Oh, for
These
real.
these Hispanic brothers is hitting it, quitting it, and getting on. So now you got a lot of young Vato Locos that's raised in the Vadio without a a jefita, or no jefito, or a jefe that's raised
Jefe.
without a jefe. You feel what I'm saying? So they can't throw rocks at us no more and say, oh yeah, the mayates, they don't take care of the kids, and they can't do that no more. Because now y'all dealing with the same dynamics. And now these
Yeah.
white folks is making sure that the pressure that we've been dealing with since we've been over here, that y'all feeling some of that pressure now, and they're not rising to the occasion in the fashion that we have. And I
It's
feel like that upsets a lot of people as well.
it's not so easy no more as it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause, you know
Right,
what I'm saying? What Trump came and did and all that, he coming to clear it out. So it ain't that easy as it was. You know what I'm saying?
right,
For you to
right,
move around like you was moving around, you
right,
gotta be here legal. You gotta be legal to be
right.
here and all that. So now the dynamics have changed. The tables have turned because life is up. Because life is about table turning. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mm-hmm.
table has turned, and y'all feeling what we feeling. And y'all getting the butt end of the stick now.
Mm-hmm.
But of late, our community has been getting a rise in black fathers too. So there's a lot of black fathers out here that's standing on business, that's taking care of their kids too. You
Most definitely.
know what
But
I'm saying? So sweet for them.
when we look at the Hispanic community, we see a drastic increase in single mother households, but we don't see a drastic increase in single father households like the black man. There's a I did a few segments, and man, so many brothers like, yeah, man, I'm a single father and I got full custody of my babies and this that and third. But you don't see that amongst the Latino, the Chicano population. That's just something that's now heavily affecting us. You feel what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I can exactly where you coming from. Like you say, it's a lot of single fathers out here now that's black now, you know what I'm saying? They step up to the plate because we've been ridiculed for so long and been drafted them up for so long, something just click. You feel me?
Right, right,
That's what I think and all that. But you see it these days, you go to the stores and you see people be lonely. People be with all these kids and it's to be a lady. You feel me? So it is going down right now as we speak, and it's a real thing that we need to cover and we need to shed some light on. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We winning right now. We just need to get together. That's all, really.
That's all we lacking is unity. If
We
we can
winning right
bring this
now,
shit
though.
together and unify, man, can't nobody fuck with us, man. See, this is another thing, right? You can go to any county building in California, and you're going to see a whole lot of Latinos, Chicanos, men and women inside of there trying to get services from the government. So the power that they had when they were running certain things through the streets and through the prisons and all that, that power is starting to vanish. You feel what I'm saying? So now motherfuckers is going to go get on GR and county aid and food stamps and all that shit,
And
just
I
like
tell
the
you
black
why.
people that they criticize.
And I tell you why. So my last time I was in there, I was at Stevens Valley 270, and you know what I'm saying, it was that struggle going on with the dudes that was handling the business, weren't giving the money up. They was keeping it
Right,
because they feel like my hard work, the risk, all that type of stuff, I'm taking to do this and all that. I gotta give it to somebody else. So it started to be a struggle in that motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, to where the money wasn't getting paid, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's not trickling down to the street no more. So they got to go in these buildings and all that and go to apply for these services and all that because nothing is running right no more. Their time is past. It's our time now. We just got to get together and figure it out as one because the game banging shit is dead. We don't care
right,
about that no more. We don't care about
right,
where you from or none of that type of shit. We don't care.
right,
Niggas is grown. Nigga got kids. Niggas having niggas paying bills, taking care of grown shit. Niggas doing shit
right,
that nigga never thought he'd do before. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying
right.
that 'cause I'm proud
100,
of myself too. Nigga doing shit they never
100.
thought he'd do before. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta come together as one. Look at the
Right,
YouTube. It's all blacks. We on.
right, right. 100.
We on. Why this thing come together? Like, no, we're gonna link all up and just do a big old nice podcast and put all the power right here. But we can't do that because everybody feel like, oh, that's my money. That's my money. That's my. It don't matter. It's not about the money. It's
That too. But
about the money.
our unity has never been celebrated.
Yeah.
Versus our beef, our hardships, our failures and all that. It's a market for black people failure, hardships, and us unaliving one another. It's a market for our beef. It's not a market for our unity and our love. King Buck Wild says a LGBT and an immigrant tether going at it trying to impress a white man, and both of them would never be accepted in white society. I feel what you're saying, but this is the thing. Due to the color of her skin, this can potentially become an issue for black people in Los Angeles or for her. Because I don't think this is something that motherfuckers just gonna sit back and just let exist. You feel what I'm saying? The last time that it was a racial situation up there, no jumper, American Cholo, some cat named Bozo, they went up there like 100 deep and indirectly press Compton AD when it wasn't his situation. You feel what I'm saying? So it may be potentially another one of those situations. We're gonna let Damn Donald come in and we're gonna rap a little bit and then we're gonna get back into the content. Damn Donald, peace and blessings, brother.
Oh, peace and blessings, you too, brother. Good morning to you and the other brother that was speaking.
Peace and blessings, peace and blessings, peace and blessings.
Yeah, I remember that little scene you was talking about. That when Bozo came up there, even though they had directly pressed AD, they really was looking for Flacco because he leaked a video of American Cholo kind of saying the N-word to black people, talking down on us getting reparations.
Right.
And when that video leaked, that's when Bozo and all them dudes came up there and started pressing. Even though they did indirectly press him, but the main person that they was looking for was Flocko and AD and Duno had to talk them dudes down and calm down their situation from them actually jumping Flocko.
Right.
So yeah, but Flocko wasn't up there. But yeah, I will say this, that like you said, when it comes to like showing the positive or the unification of black folks in LA, they don't really show that. They kind of push that to the side.
Right.
And all the true journalists that give a well-balanced version of black culture in LA, they don't really give them the type of hype of love that they get, especially on the No Jump.
Right.
Because
And I'll tell you why, OG. And this is why right here, because out there in our way, everybody is for self. When we finally figure it out, it's not for self, and we be all for each other. It's supposed to be for each other, and then we be better off. We gotta close the fist again. You know what I'm saying? And put our head high and our chin up and our chest out, man, and just get unified. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard. You know what I'm saying? It's not really hard. They went up there to go press whoever they went to go press. They still press the black. Period. No matter who they went to go press. It don't matter who they press. That shouldn't have happened and all that. That shit really shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't happen like that. You know what I'm saying? How they had the authority to come in to press somebody about something that you said wrong and all that. You feel me? That don't make sense.
Oh no, I feel you, but I wish they would go ahead and press Flocko though. I'll agree like that any day, to be honest with you. I'm just be honest with you, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Honesty is key, man. Honesty is key, though. You know what I'm saying?
And the reason why I say that, I don't really have a personal problem with Flocko personally, but the problem with him is he's the same culture that he talks down on every time. That's what he used to build his platform.
Right.
I just feel like they ain't arrested somebody. They ain't arrested nobody yet. That's all it is. They ain't arrested nobody yet. That's all it is. They ain't arrested nobody that stand on business yet. That's all it is. They ain't arrested nobody yet. And they ain't gonna play, and they're gonna stand on top of you. You ain't arresting nobody. They gonna do that yet and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's not about that. But I'm saying y'all say stuff about our city, about our areas and all that type of stuff. And y'all making money off of it and all that. But y'all still coming to our city and our areas, eating our food, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure it out.
Exactly. So like I said, like I'm with Bobby. Yeah, yo, the gang banging, and I'll speak from a civilian perspective. I don't want to get into politics like that. The gang banging is dying out, and it is getting down because people some of them starting to realize that, okay, man, we gotta do better than this. This ain't what the thing to be. But the problem is that, like you said, you got people like No Jumper that keep pressing. I hate to say it, even though I hold No Jump accountable, we gotta stop supporting No Jump. We gotta stop subscribing to the show. We gotta stop giving them views. We gotta stop subscribing to they little fake ass American Idol competitions and somewhat sanctioned Mandingo fights that they was having with the Brandon dude and all that other type of stuff. And we need to stop being up on that place and really start trying to build our own platforms and support each other to the point where we can say, okay, No Jumper doesn't talk about LA. Nigga, we talk about LA because we live in the city and we control the narrative. But the problem is,
I'm about to try to boycott that nigga. Y'all continue.
Exactly.
I'm about to try to organize that right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good point because that's a good point. So as long as you keep giving them views, as long as you keep giving them an outlook, as long as you keep giving them content, it's the other people that's in there though. People that's in there is bringing people there. So you got actually LA niggas in there that's bringing the niggas there. So you gotta think about that. We gotta get them out of there. Y'all get Heifer. He don't do nothing but false people on there. He don't do nothing but false people on that motherfucker. He fall asleep and do drugs. You're not giving a message to the black community or the kids. You just drink lean and fall asleep. Once you beat, you get right there and get drunk. So what message y'all giving us?
Exactly. And the funny thing about it is, I used to follow young Hefe. before he went to No Jumper, his content was a little bit more well balanced about the Los Angeles politics. But once he went to No Jumper, that's when he started becoming a little bit more paranoid. Like you said, he'd be going up there falling asleep and all that stuff like that. Heck, I'll fall asleep my damn self. But if I gotta go to
how motherfucker, you know how a mainstream rapper that when he come on the underground, then when he get
yeah,
mainstream,
yeah,
music change. That's what happened to
yeah,
him. When you was at home doing your
exactly,
shit, it was real all raw,
exactly,
uncut. You go there, now you mainstream now.
exactly.
Now you falling asleep. You looking
Exactly.
dumb.
Is it like you said, like your raps don't be the same no more? It ain't like I'll give you one good example, the Boondocks. The first season, the show was hitting some topics that a lot of people wasn't touching. It was making a lot of people mad. But when the second season came, that's when they kind of, even though they were still touching on the subjects, they kind of calmed it down because that's when other races started investing in that show. Like, hey, you just know the motherfuckers on Adult Swim. So now you can't say the same things you want to say that you were saying on the other show because now they got control of it. So you can't talk about capitalism and politics and all that. So that's the problem. Like you said, they be
I
a lot.
just feel like the whole show is based on if you popping, you booming, and you had a past that was damaging, they're gonna bring you on there to stop you from succeeding.
Oh yeah,
It's a stop succeeding show. You can't succeed when you go on that show, and you know what I'm saying, when they bring you on there as a guest. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. Like the boy, like the little boy, Stu Boy Blue. The boy put me from LA, whatever. They took him on there. He was on there crying and looking all crazy. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody know the shit he did was way back in 2016. Why y'all talking about way back right now, 2025?
exactly. They show is way
We
back.
just can't
Oh
overlook though. Now,
yeah.
some shit we just can't overlook. This
I know. I
dude is
ain't talking
supposed
about
to
that.
be
He did what he did. He did what he did. All that. I slapped on him in the county jail. In 2016, when I was talking about case, he was in the tank, and his homie got on him. The whole tank got on him.
right, and that's because he stuck the bottle in his ass and all this and all
It
that, right?
popping out of his mouth, all this shit. I seen it when I was out 2016 on the street. I seen it, and then I called my case in 2016 and went up in there and seen him. You know what I'm saying? He came in that tank with them blue and yellows on, and we tore his ass up.
See,
You know
this
what
is
I'm
the
saying?
thing.
Let a
We
black
don't
nigga
see,
let a black interview you though. Don't let nobody else interview. Let us interview you. Hit us up. You know what I'm saying? That's all I be
right,
saying. Why you let the white
because
dude do it? Let's do it.
we need to get to the bottom of what motivated him to go online, record himself, sucking a bottle, inserting a bottle inside of himself. Like, what happened to you, brother? Like, let's bring awareness to it so we can identify certain traits and not real shit.
I feel
Because
you, fool.
No, no, it's real.
a lot of black males have been violated, but we have this taboo in this stigma of if a man does this and does that to you, no matter how old you are or what type of vulnerable position you was in, you're this, that, and third. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of individuals in our community, they suffer from mental health disorders because this type of thing happened to them and they can't express. So it comes out in other way. Homosexuality, motherfuckers inappropriately touching kids, or motherfuckers, depending on substances and all that to help them cope with what happened to them. So this would be an ideal example to have a conversation with this dude. Like, what happened? Like, did anything happen to you as a kid? Did anything happen to you in the halls? Like, what made you do that? Like, you feel what I'm
I
saying?
just feel
We
they didn't
gotta
ask the right questions.
right.
They didn't ask the right questions, bro. They were just right there playing the game. You know what I'm saying? They didn't get the answers we were looking for, right? So how we go about getting in touch with this dude and getting him on here and how to see what, you know what I'm saying, what it was. I think it'd be hard to get in touch with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I was in jail with him in the county jail. I was going to CCB court and he walked in that tank and all hell broke loose. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Because when the homies
But
was
he
in
a
there,
J cat, like that nigga's
you
a
know what
J
I'm saying?
cat.
Yeah, J-Cat. Yeah, J-Cat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like what he did, it had to be from the meth. I don't know what it was. It had to be the meth, man. But they saying that this lady was way somewhere else though, had him doing this shit and all that. You know what I'm saying? So it was more of a mental thing.
And this old girl, the damn homie, female, ain't it? Ain't that who that is that had it?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. Matter of
I
fact,
mean,
It, it, no,
the last video,
it was a girl from Inglewood Families.
yeah, it was a girl from
oh.
yeah,
She was from Inglewood
yeah,
Families. She's a blood girl. She's a dark skinned girl.
yeah,
Yeah, my
She's a
kin folks
blood.
said that it was a Damu
yeah,
female from
Yeah,
Inglewood family.
she's from
yeah,
Inglewood Family. She had him on there getting high on that stuff and all that shit, and he started doing all that shit. It's a video.
yeah,
I wasn't on there no more, but it was servicing around 2016. Nigga had a brawn, nigga had a thong on, and he
yeah,
had a
yeah,
bottle in
yeah,
his mouth.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
talking
So
out the
that's
side of his
him.
mouth.
That's just him.
That's
Yeah,
just how he get down.
he ain't lying about that. Like you said, it was right. It was a girl. It was a girl from Inglewood Families that did that. It just that damn homie just ended up bringing that stuff back up and made it resurface. You know what I'm saying? But
He came with some content that wasn't true, right?
yeah, exactly.
The lady wasn't in Australia where she said she was at. She was right there in the same room with him when he was doing it. You feel me?
Right.
But he be having illusions. You know, you have illusions and all that type of stuff. You say anything and people run with it and all that. But the actual incident was there was a mano face to face. Like she was right there showing herself and showing him doing the stuff. You feel me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he got all these issues. Everybody he ran to in LA County Jail was whooping his feet. You know what I'm saying? For that. You know what I'm saying? And he said he go to his hood still. You know what I'm saying? They be seeing niggas and whatever. You know what I'm saying? But they don't look at you like that no more, bro, because they know you're gonna hit a corner and put your pants down.
That's crazy. Just like the nigga from A Trade that they got videos of that's on a motherfucking blade, dressed like a female. Man, I talked to the group homies, man. I'm doing this for my baby mama and Woody. Like, God damn, like what's going on in our communities to where this type of shit exists and we don't see it until it just hit a climax. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It should have been telltale signs that
it's had to say, like, I was in prison. Like, I got an older brother. My brother's Psycho Tone. You know what I'm saying? He got 300 and some years of life. He been down since 2010. And my little brother, he got 25. You know what I'm saying? And he in the pen too. Like, and I did 7. I got out. So I'm the older brother that's out right now. My other little brother was like that too, bro. And nigga keep it real. So my little brother was like that, whatever. And he was downtown LA, and somebody tried to rob him for his money and all that, and shot him in his head. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was playing with the dude or whatever, because he was like that, transgender or whatever. You hear me? And it hurt my soul. I was in high desert, nigga, when the counselor called me in and they told me it was all over the news and everything. You hear me?
right.
It was all over the news and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? People know, you know what I'm saying, whatever. They called him Tata, you know what I'm saying, whatever. He used to mess around over there in your section or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But what, you know what
In
I'm
my
saying?
section?
Yeah, I guess the person that he used to mess with was over there or whatever, you feel me? I don't know if it was from your section, like from your hood, but it was a dude that stayed over there or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, my brother was young. He was a little young dude or whatever. Putting that on nobody, not like that, but I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? If people know who he was, this name Tata, whatever, and motherfucker chased a nigga from 40, chased him down.
Oh, never.
That's my little brother, Tata.
Hey, my condolences, cuz, on Crib.
You heard about that story?
Yeah, man, the niggas, well, he in jail for it now, and I can say his name. The nigga Scarface, cuz, from 40s.
Yes. That's my blood brother, my little twin brother. Not my twin, but he was a twin in my family. It's my mom, you know what I'm saying? We came out the same woman. It's my little brother, my blood, you feel me? And I was in the pen when it happened, though. I was in the pen. It happened December 2nd. You know what I'm saying? I think 2015,
That's crazy.
2014. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit, all that happened. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. When I first seen it, when I got the pen in 09, I tried to, talk him out. My grandma like, boy, you can't do that to that boy and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's how he lives his life and all that type of shit. I couldn't accept it and all that. And you know what I'm saying? I don't know how, but I got 8 sisters though. You know what I'm saying? So it's 4 girls and 8 girls. It's 8 girls and 4 boys. My mama had 12 kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's common, but it struck home. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to share that. You know what I'm saying? Because I have experienced that before in my life. You know what I'm saying? My family. You know what I'm saying? When we lost one to that situation. You know what I'm saying?
And if it ain't too personal, cuz, did y'all ever find out the dynamics behind that was respectfully your brother fucking with the nigga and potentially was going out the nigga?
I was in the pen with him. I was told that he was down there, what they do down there on them tracks down there, whatever, and he was making a lot of money, and nigga tried to rob him, ran up on him and chased him down, and it was all done on camera. Wherever he ran to, when it happened, it was on camera. You feel me? So, and he took his stuff and all that shit, whatever. You feel me? Yep. I don't think they had a relationship personally though. Nope. I think the motherfucker just seen it come up. You feel me?
Cause I did some content in regards to the nigga Robert Spells, cause I can say his name. He's already been prosecuted and all that. Yeah, he in jail. But the reason why I was thinking, and this is just me on the outside looking in, the reason why I was thinking it was some type of carnal, interaction is because the way that he did it, you feel what I'm saying? And then number 2, the nigga also went to jail for, peeing, I'm talking about not urinating, but PIM peeing on a 13-year or 11 or 13-year-old girl, dog. He had her out on.
I never got the pipe man. Pipe was the pimp. PIP and pipe was doing that and all that. Pipe was something was going on. I never got a full story. My family never got a full story either because it was my grandmother, my mama, and my sisters. They really, I was in the pen. My brother, we all in the pen. You feel me? So we really investigate. Once they got out and all, they know what they do when they get out, type of shit. But you know what I'm saying? They didn't really get to go investigate it like that. But we found out that it was supposed to be like a robbery gone wrong type thing. But it could have been that too, though. You feel me? Because if he was doing that, and my was out there doing that, so it makes sense. You feel me?
Now, you know,
But
I don't get on here and I don't really broadcast my hood business because this is the internet. Hood business is for the hood. Well,
Period.
I'm not gonna give that example. I give another example. It was a dude that I knew. Um, he had a relationship with, you know, a person who's a, you know, a trans person, well, a homosexual person. The person threatened to, oh yeah, I'm gonna out you, I'm gonna let people know you this, that, and third. So what he did is had the individual to come to a specific location, told his young partners, like, hey, man, I got word that this person is gonna be walking down here around this time, and they got $20,000 on them from the PPP, that EDD shit. So the individual goes to wherever the location is at, is ambushed and unalive. The reason why the person had the person unalive because they didn't want the secrets to come out, and it kind of has like similar components to that situation. In this situation that I'm talking about now, a reputable dude, you know, got into a homosexual relationship, couldn't stomach the fact that they can be outed, and then they did some, you know, some terrible shit, man. But my thing is this, cuz if you got to do something in secrecy, then you probably shouldn't be doing that. And that's when one of my homies, that's when one of my big homies taught me when I used to get down with that Potter. Like, cuz, what you hiding it for? If you hiding it, you shouldn't be doing it. Like nigga, you know, like be you, do you, like, you feel what I'm saying? And I feel like homosexuality and the gangbanging culture, my nigga, is so taboo and it's so frowned upon to where you got a lot of dudes who are going above and beyond to keep their secrets and all that type of shit. I don't know, cuz I feel like these is the type of conversations that we need to start having more of,
On
cuz.
everything, because guess what? It's a lot of people that say this about all that. A lot of people they put this on. You know what I'm saying? It's common now in the urban communities and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be, I don't know why niggas are substituting. You know what you're doing, all that type of shit and all that. But it's been going on for a while. It's been going on in the 90s. I got to one of my older homies in the pen over this.
Mm-hmm.
He said, y'all niggas running around the pen doing all this crazy shit. I said, this been running around taking this acid like I used to do.
Mm.
They gonna say, oh, we're taking this acid, we was stalling fear. I said, bro, you hear how this sound? You start clutching on this thing. You hear me? Start clutching on this hammer. I start clutching on my hammer. You feel me? Like we on the yard. You hear me? What's the
Right,
older name for my area, for my hood? Like, you feel me? I'm like,
right,
nigga, what? What's happening? Like, he don't
right,
get mad because facts is facts.
right.
Niggas was doing
So
that type of shit. No, because we run around here laying the yard down, get cracking on shit. At least we ain't running around here doing that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker ain't doing that type of shit. But
right.
I grew up, you know what I'm saying? And I look back on that shit, yay, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was running around my motherfucker doing all kind of crazy shit. And that made
Mm-hmm.
me who man who I am today though. You feel me? Made me who the man who I am today. And I can look back
Right.
on that shit like, you know what I'm saying? I complete those missions and all that, you know what I'm saying? I complete those things and all that. But it's a conversation we need to have because like you say, it's common in the areas that we from and all that, and we don't talk about it.
It's a saying that says shame breeds secrecy, and that level of secrecy can breed mental health disorders and a whole slew of other shit. Like, you feel me? So my question is, if a person is a homosexual, does that make him any less of a gangster in the gang world if he's a homosexual?
At the
I
end of the
put it
day,
like this. I say on some manhood shit, 'cause, you know, that's the gang culture. But
Mm-hmm.
it don't make you less of a man. Period. Because yeah, you might be a homosexual, but you still might have certain codes that you stand on, that you stand to live by. And you
Right,
feel
right,
Hollywood did it. Hollywood did it to us though. Hollywood did it from when we was kids. Keep putting dresses on men, putting wigs on men and all that. They did it to us when we was kids, and some kids seen that and ran with it.
I think that was a part of the programming, but I think it was other components like, you know, homosexual uncles touching nieces
Yeah,
and nephews and all this type of
we go through
shit.
that.
And
All families, we all heard these stories. We all heard. I got people that died in prison. You know what I'm saying? In my family for doing shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They died in prison and all that because the table turned on them. You know what I'm saying? You were doing that. You had no business doing it, and you died in the pen. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You know what I'm saying? So we know these stories and all that. Knock the baby teeth out of our mouth and all that. All kind of crazy shit, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? Witnessed and heard. You know what I'm saying? This ain't on speak on what I've been through and what I've seen. So this is
right.
facts. It go on in the nigga family. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Compton, Watson, LA, these areas and all that. This
Anywhere
is
where it's poverty at.
I ain't gonna put no names on it, but in urban, I'm gonna say urban communities. In urban communities, you
Right,
feel me?
right,
It's
right,
just
right,
which
right,
word go down there. I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna rephrase that. But in urban
right,
communities, it go down like that. You know what I'm saying? That motherfuckers done got killed over this. People done got beat up over this. People done got stabbed over this. All kind of stuff that happened over this. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
right, right.
And kids are damaged today. Kids are still damaged to this day.
What about, they say hurt people hurt people. Kids are not supposed to be introduced to sexually suggestive material, you know, before puberty, because what
Yeah.
it does, it fucks them up. You know what I mean? I played house as a 5-year-old with a female. Now I'm pussy crazy. It's hard for me to get over this addiction of fucking females. I can't even have a productive relationship because I love fucking different females. You feel what I'm saying? It's not an obsession, but it's most definitely a flaw. You feel what I'm saying? But look, check this out, right? What about the individuals that was in juvenile halls and camp facilities and so on and so forth that was raped by these white counselors, like my homie Bogart was saying, taking them to the gym at 11 o'clock at night and forcing them to do stuff. And then the ones that they turned out, giving them extra food and preferential treatment, they used to send them to go do what they did to them to other boys. So some of them dudes that was introduced to that level of sexual exchanges and whatever the fuck they call it, you feel what I'm saying? Some of them brought that shit back to the streets, dog.
Yeah, they created a monster. They was created a monster.
Created a monster, cuz.
All you did was create a monster. Like, cause when you do something to somebody, you know what I'm saying, the while they gonna start liking it.
Right. So do we not give them compassion? Do we not give them a form of
where you was a kid,
or do we nail them to the cross?
When you a kid and the motherfucker take advantage of you when you were a kid and all, like, you know what I'm saying, you really don't have no authority. You know what I'm saying? You a kid. You 12,
Right.
13-year-old in juvenile hall and all that. He's a grown ass man. Tell you to go here and get you in there and wrestle your way down to the ground. What you gonna do? You a kid. You don't have the man strength, the power to protect yourself.
Right. But
So
now that kid is a full grown man
and he's doing it.
Yeah. So do we give him empathy? Do we give him compassion? Or when he makes these type of when he commits these type of offenses?
Counseling, man. It's counseling. You just need counseling, man. You just need counseling, dog, because guess what? You need to be sit down with somebody and all. You just need counseling. You know what I'm saying? And if you take what you was done to you when you was a kid and start doing to people when you grow up as an adult, it's a psyche. It's a mental thing.
And you think counseling will work?
I mean, somebody need to talk to you about it. Ain't nobody talking to you about it. Anybody saying that to you about it. You don't
just because I know they like to take clips and all that. He's not talking about me. I'm cool. I don't get down with no homosexual shit.
None of that shit. We don't do none of that. We don't do none of that.
I don't know if it'll work, but it'll actually be the first step. So you get the counseling, you try to talk to him, and you still want to do this. After you give him counseling, you take the time out to try to rehabilitate him. Then we can come up with the conclusion, okay, bro, this is who you just want to be, and this is who you choose to be, so we got to deal with you in court. But at least we can say we take the first step when it came to counseling. That's the only really solution I can really come with. Because that is a really sticky situation.
But studies have proven that individuals who were sexually violated as a kid and grow older and become the violators themselves, that counseling doesn't work for them because now it's like a second nature to them. Now it's an adrenaline rush. It's a trauma response. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
They got to come up with some kind of pill or something for this shit because it's no way possible that you was a kid, you know it's wrong, and you know it wasn't right, and you grow older to do it. You know what I'm saying?
We got to
hurt people.
We got to deal with them accordingly. Yeah, I guess they hate to say we got to deal with them accordingly. Because now the counselor is X'd out. Like you said, usually when
that's something we got to cover further on because that's something that's real what I'm looking for. It's real like I ain't gonna say prognostic because it's like predicting the future with bad intentions, but I'm gonna say, like, you know what I'm saying, it's some way somehow we gotta get through these people and all that because it's still going on to the day. People still coming up missing, people still getting hurt, people still ending up on the news, and it's really kids, really. You feel me?
Right.
It's really kids. We tired of seeing the kids on the news. We tired of seeing the black people. We tired of seeing our people. We tired of being on the news. Like, we gotta keep going on. We gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, hurt people and all that. So, what we gotta do? Put them in a mental hospital? What is the answer?
We gotta find an answer. There's this new. Well, it's no longer new, but there's this groundbreaking technology that's called because we all know about neuroplasticity, that the brain waves can be altered. So if you have PTSD and it's negatively impacting your life, which like a lot of us that been gang banging come from these poverty-stricken conditions, whether you gang banging or not, you experience trauma, right? That those pathways can be altered to it. Now you can live a productive life, and it's they put these electric things on your brain and it's send these shock waves or these vibrations into your brain to kind of like alter the pathways and all this type of shit. But I feel like more people who suffer from that, and even just PTSD, they need to start giving them that, homie, instead of just allowing them to exist in a community and continue to hurt people and create more victims that go out and either become homosexuals or predators themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense and all that. Cause like I said, I always say they send people to clear out the old and make way for the new. I'm gonna
Right.
keep saying it. People don't just be popping up. You know, people be getting sent. You know, you just look up motherfucker one day, you just see a crazy motherfucker standing around like, who sent him right here? Why he right here? Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't never be right here. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? You always be a bit vigilant and watch your surroundings and all this. You don't know people be coming from war, people be having mental
Right.
issues, and
Right.
they get in the area, motherfucker, that start doing shit to people. You feel me? Now all of a
Right.
sudden this area got crime in this area all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
we come from is common. Where we come from is crime all the time. Where we come from, when you move away and you get in a certain area and you've been living here for a year or two and you see there's no crime, all of a sudden, I was living in the area, bro. They brought all kind of people, you know what I'm saying? All the stores started getting broken into.
Right.
Dollar General was getting broken into. The liquor stores getting broken into. Me and my wife, we like, we out of here. Like, hell no. Like, we was there, you know what I'm saying? We
Right.
out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our shit gonna be next. You feel me? Like, it's like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, all of a sudden, like, when the shit started happening in downtown LA, with all the people shit getting closed down, they got pushed to where I was staying at. You feel me? And kind of found out back there where we were staying at, you know what I'm saying? They housed them illegal immigrants back there, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's prison over there, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
over there, you know what I'm saying? The California City the prison, they changed that into all the people that was coming from downtown LA, they was putting them right there. We see them shipping them out back and forth. We got up out of there. Like, man, it's too much going on over here. They breaking in everything over here, all that type of shit.
Right.
We have to hit it, you hear me? But
Right.
we see the change, you know what I'm saying, from what happened. And so people would get put in certain areas to do certain things and all that. That's just how I've been feeling. When you really watch and you pay attention and all that, and
Right.
you understand what you're watching, open your mind, new ideas, it'll fall in there. You feel me?
I'm pretty sure all of us then heard this rumor from being kids or adults or whatnot. They put the train carts, they put them in the hood, and then mysteriously motherfuckers hit the trains and then they got all these guns that they got off the train. Any of y'all ever heard that before?
Yes, I just seen
Oh,
it.
I heard that gang times.
I just seen it
Shit.
on a little documentary a little white dude was doing in Chicago. They start right
Right.
there every day. They're going around to a TVs. Man, the whole city going right there. You hear me? No police
Yeah.
around. Where's
But
the police
typically,
at?
who just says, man, you know what? Yeah, blood, or yeah, cuz I think I'm gonna hit that train. Like, who just thinks like that?
It's
That's
already
not
open
just
already.
typical. Like,
It's already open
yeah, and then
already.
they already open. See, what I think is this, man. These confidential informants and some of these gang intervention and prevention. Well, that's a new title, but these confidential informants, I feel like they handlers hip them like, hey, listen, man, it's some guns over there. You know, make sure that you and your peoples get them guns, man. Keep it on a hush hush. The same way that the same way that they was feeding crack cocaine into our community. They have a point of contact. They get at the point of contact. They hit him off with the work, or they tell him the information. He goes and like, hey, blood, man, it's a big ass train over there full of a whole lot of guns. And now these guns is all over the community, and we using these weapons to unalive one another. I
I
feel
seen I
like
seen
all this shit is by design.
I seen a little bit how they operate. When I was in LA County Jail, I was 813, bro, and they had put a nigga in there. He said he was from Arkansas, so I see how they operation work with them informant. I see how the operation work. They had this dude in here, right? He came in there. I
I
felt it
got
soon
you,
as my
VB.
my lawyer,
Continue. My bad.
my lawyer told me. He said, man, he said, hey Wilson, man, it's 32 informants where they got you housed at, so just be careful.
32.
It was 32 informants in Wayside on the 800 floor. He said, I'm just letting you know, be careful. So when he said that, at the time, it didn't bother me because I was in the hub and dub dorm with all my homies, so it didn't bother me. We controlling who come in and out. You feel me?
Right, right,
Pork
right,
chops, all
right,
in for pizza. We was all in there. You know what I'm saying? We all in there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
2 out from 10 lines. Then when I get moved out of there, and it took me to another floor, and I got into some shit with some fake unalive shit in the county. You know, they be doing all that bullshit when the nigga got stabbed, all that type of little bullshit. They sent me to the hole.
Mm-hmm.
I go back to I go back to 800 floor. They put a nigga in there saying he's from Arkansas. This
Mm,
nigga stayed in there for a whole month. I said, no, nigga, take your shit downstairs. You know what I'm saying? It was my dorm. I got the dorm from your homie Heavy.
right,
Deion Smith. Heavy, you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He had left me. He left me in the dorm. I said, no, get your shit downstairs. You get closer to the door. So, bro, as the month go by, he go to court. So when he come back from court, he telling me all this stuff about a guy named Jack, a guy named Jones with an eye patch on the bus saying he's telling on everybody he going to court on people, all this type of stuff. Ooh, this shit, right? I'm like, what? I said, bro, so you wait till you get inside the dorm, bro, and holler at me. He doing it all in front of the police. So when he get in the dorm, he thought nigga forgot. I spin on him. Boom. I said, what you was saying now, bro? He said, no, what I was saying was, ooh, I found him. Bam. When I found him, mind you, his pass fly out. The pass you go to court with, it's not the same
Yeah.
pass we get. It's not the same pass we get. It's typed different, and it say in pen ride out on it. It say ride out. He went 2 days in a row, bro. The second day I caught him, he went on a ride out to the police station for 2 days.
Right.
Come to find out, the homie E-Rock get caught for this. E-Rock from Carver, shout out to him. He get caught. He get caught. I talked to him. He had current vet. He had Calipat, and he in the cell with L, your homie L for PJ. They Cellies.
Major.
There was a Calipat.
Wait, pause. 1 minute. Uno momento. You say he's in a cell with who?
L, not L for PJs.
All right. A PJ and a Carver in the California Department of Correction on a reputable yard is cellmates.
That's what I was told.
Okay. Now, I say that because those is the relationships that we got to start highlighting, cuz, and let these young niggas know, nigga, we do all this beefing and all this shit on the streets.
They gonna cap it out. They was Cellies, fool. They ain't gonna cap it out. I believe they gonna keep 100.
Yeah, you know, I don't got no problem with it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? But these youngsters got to understand the dynamics, cuz, of what's really going on, nigga. We the hub and dub. Our allies is our enemies, cuz. We ain't like the neighborhood. BB, I'm about to let you in. It don't function like that, cuz. The gangsters, they gangsters. The neighborhoods, they neighborhoods. The hub and dub, our enemies is within our car, cuz. So what the fuck we beefing on the streets for when we go to prison, cuz, and we gotta have each other back. A nigga from Great Street can't get hit, and I'm like, man, well, fuck it, that nigga from Great. No, nigga, the homies gonna choke your ass up, nigga.
You gotta get busy.
Nigga, yeah, you gotta, that's just is what it is. So to the kids that may be watching this broadcast, cuz, take heed, continue, Hitty. I'm about to let VB in too. I don't know who VB is, but we gonna let him in, but continue, Hitty.
So the nigga, I holla at E-Rod, he like, man, remember the nigga we had got on that says from Arkansas in LA County Jail? I said, yeah. He said, man, nigga was the LAPD officer. I'm still fighting the case right now. I gotta go to LA County Jail in a couple of days. That nigga was the LAPD officer. You sniffed him out, Banks. I said, what? So as it continue, when we get him out of there, they put 2 more in there the next morning. But before they put him in there, the police tell me, said, Wilson, if somebody else come out of here bleeding, all that type of shit, you Williams is T-Rock from 10 line. You know what I'm saying? Baby T-Rock from 10 line. He like, man, y'all going to the hole. I'm like, never. We ain't going. I'm like, so as soon as they put him in here, bro, the police looking at us.
Right.
One nigga couldn't take the pressure. He just wig out and get on and say I'm suicidal. The other nigga say he's from New York. I see the same. I see the same nigga 2 days later. I see the same nigga 2 days later in the hole with his blues still on. Walking out the side door, bro, with a Subway sandwich in his hand, nigga. And it's on my kid's heartbeat.
Hey, I believe you, cuz when I was in Ironwood, when all this shit was going on with Saddam Hussein and all this shit, you know what I mean? They put a plant on the yard. This nigga on PJ Watch Crip on Steve-O. I always seen the nigga, and I used to tell homies, cuz, like, man, this nigga seemed like a cop. I used to call the nigga Lieutenant Edwards. That's after a lieutenant that I knew in Fred C. Nellis. The nigga was identical to this nigga. So one day we on the yard. One day we on the yard, cuz my nigga G-Boy from Playboy Gangsta Crip, West LA. Him and the nigga get into it on PJ, nigga. They start locking on the yard. Bam, boom, bam, bam, boom, bam, bam, boom. Like locking, like going rounds on PJ. These niggas break. They get back into it. Then we finally like, nah, man, y'all niggas chill. And then we all ask a question like, why the police ain't put the yard down? Why the police acting like? And all the time, my nigga, 2 weeks later on Eastside PJ Crip, the feds had came to Ironwood State Prison and got all the Muslims. This nigga was posing as a Muslim, but all the time the nigga was an FBI informant on Eastside PJ Watch Crip. So what you saying is, man, yeah, we know it's true because they beat the nigga. They beat the FBI informant to death in the county. Cuz
when you in Wayside and you go to the hole right there, the side doors right there to the outside. So when you in the hole, so I try to put a little homicidal little bullshit, whatever, you know what I'm saying, to go back to my dorm, whatever. Niggas be doing that, but I got stuck. They said, no, he not crazy, and that type of shit. Make him do his whole time in that suit. So I do my whole time in that suit. 45 days. They did the senior. He was already investigating me already from the 827, having the dub dorm. You feel me?
Right.
All the shit that was going on. I was already in investigation already, fool, basically. So I seen this man with a Subway sandwich and a soda and the chips with the same blues on walk out the side door and said, I see you in Barstow. I never seen this in my whole life, bro. Like I was like, man, I'm never coming back to jail after this. You hear me? And I ain't been back. I've been out 2 years. I ain't been back ever since. They got formers all up in there everywhere. You catch the case going to LA County Jail, they gonna pay him right there with you. He gonna say he's from somewhere else, out of town somewhere. And you gonna let him slide. You gonna start telling him your business, and you gonna be cooked.
Oh my mama. VB, what is the dinner there? Where you tapping in from, Kim, folks?
Oh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, cool.